Well, hello everyone. My name is Toni, and this is the Air, Fire, Earth, Water weekly tarot forecast for the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021. Hello to you. If you are a returning subscriber, it is such a pleasure to have you back here at my table with me. And hello to all of you who are brand new here. As I said, my name is Toni. So we are going to create a sacred container where we welcome in and we invite our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space, and we disinvite and we disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christ consciousness. And now we're going to set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite in now our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, guardians of the four corners, mother of the earth, father of the sky, and sacred ones. We call upon you and we welcome you here now. We ask you to please be present with us and please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. All right, so what do y'all think? I was kind of keeping it simple this week, but we're going for the unicorn. For those of you who don't know, the unicorn is probably my favorite of all of the mythological creatures. And so, you know, y'all can't see, I can't get too crazy here. I got to shuffle cards and stuff, but I thought I would put on a little unicorn, get my little sparkles going on. And so I hope that y'all enjoy it. If you didn't catch it the past 2 weeks, costumes, I've been dressing up every weekend for Halloween. Go check out the link. Probably right up here. I'll put it up here and you can go see the last 2 weeks. So are we ready to begin? Before we go any further, I just want to take a minute and ask you to please give me a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. It means the world to me. Thank you to all of you who have already subscribed. Love you so much. You can find me on the internet on Instagram at Toni Summers Tarot. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, be sure to check out the link to my Etsy shop down below. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Are y'all ready to begin? Up first, it is going to be the air signs. Air signs, we are going to begin this week by looking at, I just lost one of my little sparkles just fell off. I felt it. We're going to start off by looking at the angels and ancestors oracle cards. Well, hey, at least I got through the introduction before it started falling off, right? I guess that's as good as it's going to be, y'all. These things don't stick that well, so I'm not going to be surprised if by the time this is over, most of it's fallen off. But here we go, air signs. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Are we ready? Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, tell me, what can the air signs expect for the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021? What is the energy surrounding the air signs this weekend, please, Spirit? October 15th through the 17th, 2021. We've got the Fire Guardian. Oh, I love him. This one is one of my favorite ones in the entire book. The Fire Guardian. Have you ever seen a unicorn wear glasses? Well, now you have. The Fire Guardian, and it says to ignite your passion, connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. You're being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire at this time. If you have recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual or sexual connection, regardless of whether you're with someone and, you know, you're having a great sexual connection or a spiritual connection, or whether you were actually exploring, you know, your sexual desires, or, you know, exploring your sexual side, becoming more sexual open. The biggest thing here is about the powerful energy of desire. This is about chasing your desires this weekend. So let me ask you something, air sign. What do you desire? You know, what is it? Are you clear about what it is? Because if you don't know what you desire, you don't know what path you're on. And if you're just going down any old path, you don't know where it's leading now, do you? you got to be clear about what you want so you can be clear about what path to take to how to get it, okay? It says, allow this card to help awaken a wilder side of yourself and burn away any fear or shame that stands between you and your desire. You are reminded that passion is powerful and is absolutely encouraged by spirit. Passion is powerful and is absolutely encouraged by spirit, air signs. All right, air signs, let's look at the Red Hot Love Oracle. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what can the air signs expect in love and romance the weekend of October 15th through the 21st, 2021? What is the message from the air signs for love and romance this weekend? Blinded. So this is always an interesting one to get. You see how they're standing there and they're protecting themselves from the rain. You know, you can't see what's happening. They're blinded from the view. So there's a couple things here. It could be that you are literally blinded by desire this weekend. You may actually get hit by a spark of desire, and it may blind you to all other things, and you may need to be super focused and tunnel visioned, focused on it. The other thing is that you may not be able to see your desire. That, you know, I said for those of you who, if you can't name right off the top of your head what it is your true passions and soul desire is, then how do you know if you're on the right path? How do you know if you're following the journey that you're supposed to be? So for some of you, this is the weekend to really focus on what are your desires. Now, when we talk about this being romance, we talk about blinded. Blinded sometimes can mean that you don't feel the desire. For some of you air signs, this may be a weekend where your desire has just been completely blocked, okay? And so there's definitely this energy of learning to tap back into yourself this weekend, air sign. Really, it says, look what it says down the bottom, ignite your passion. So if you're having a hard time connecting, if you're not feeling, if you're having a hard time seeing or feeling that connection to your romantic partner, it's not about them, it's about you. All right, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, it's about you. So ignite your own passion within yourself. So let's get out the tarot and see what's going on. We're going to look at the Modern Witches Tarot. All right. For those of you who have ever wondered about this deck, I highly recommend it. Check this out. Look at the book that comes with it. It's an actual book, like a real book, a hardback book. How cool is that? What a great deck this is. I highly recommend it. All right, here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what is going on with the air signs this weekend, the weekend of October 15th through the 18th, 2021? What can the air signs expect? All right, what is the energy surrounding Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra this weekend, please, Spirit? What is going on with my air signs this weekend? We're just going to take that very first one that popped up. Look there, Gemini. There's the Lovers, Gemini. So, you know, again, it could be very much, this is a weekend for those of you to maybe who aren't feeling a spark of desire. It may be getting ignited this weekend through a relationship. Or for those of you who are having a hard time feeling that connection, you know, you're not feeling that connection to your partner, this may be a very good weekend to work on yourself, because understand it's not about them, it's about you. Here's the deal. You see, this is the Lovers again. This is Gemini air signs, but this is our divine twins. It's the twin flames, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. But you see the angel above them? That is Archangel Michael. So this is a divinely inspired relationship. And so if you're having a hard time finding that spark of inspiration within you, which by the way, that is called divine inspiration. If you're having a hard time, it's not about them. It's about getting in touch with your own self. It's about the ego and the soul. When we talk about the divine masculine, divine feminine, it's about, you know, really letting that ego sit down and tapping into that higher being, that soul, and learning to connect to your own desire. If you're having a hard time connecting to your partner and feeling desirous towards your partner, it's probably because you really need to work on your own path. That's probably what needs to be lit up first before you're going to be able to be lit from within by them. But regardless, for some of you though, there is a very smaller message here. That's kind of the bigger message here. For a lot of you, it's about reconnecting to yourself before you can reconnect to your partner. But for some of you, you're not with someone. And so I get the energy that you're going to kind of get, this is just a very specific message, maybe for just one or two of you air signs. But you're about to be blinded by love this weekend. You're not going to see it coming out of nowhere. Your passions are going to be ignited and you are going to be blindsided new love is coming your way, and this is divinely inspired desire. All right, so let's see about the do's and don'ts. What should the air signs do this weekend? Wow, that just came right out. Don't be a victim, and do not play. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Literally, the do this weekend is a don't. They're telling you this is not the weekend to be playing the victim, and this is not the weekend to step into unnecessary conflict. And so what they're saying is do avoid conflict and do avoid making yourself the victim of the story this weekend. This is a very big message. Do avoid conflict and do really try to avoid victimhood, a victim mentality this weekend. Because I think the reason why you are blinded, why you're having a hard time finding this desire, this inspiration, is because one thing, look, you've literally got on a blindfold, air signs. You can't see because you are a victim of your own choices. You've been choosing conflict, or choosing. You could be saying, I want love. But then, in one breath you're telling, source, hey, I want, my forever love. I want my love that is mine by divine right. But in the next breath, you're like, oh, love never works. All marriages end in divorce. Love hurts. Love stinks. You could be saying you want one thing and thinking another, so you're contradicting yourself. So they're saying, be aware of the fact that this is the weekend to be paying attention to your thoughts, words, actions, and deeds, because you could be involuntarily, subconsciously blocking yourself. You could be the one that's keeping yourself from the love and desires that are yours by divine right, just by your subconscious thoughts, actions, and words. All right. So do not bring desire and play the victim, or do not bring conflict and play the victim this weekend, air signs. And what should air signs don't do? What's the don't for the air signs? Oh, that was fast. King of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Hermit. And this is the weekend. It's funny. I said some of you may be blinded by love. This is not the weekend to go outside of yourself, looking for that spark of inspiration. The spark of inspiration starts right here with you. As I said, if you've had a hard time connecting to your lover, it's because you're not feeling that connection to yourself. Okay, this is about finding that connection to yourself first before you find the connection to someone else, and not making excuses and not coming up with arguments of why it's not really, you're not accountable, you're not responsible, it's everybody else's fault, right? No, you got to take accountability and responsibility for your choices. But more than anything, it's because you're looking outside of yourself for something that needs to be found inside. They're saying the first place to work on connecting to yourself and finding that spark of desire is to go within. The spark, Ace of Wands, the spark of desire starts inside. And when you learn to love yourself, then and only then does the spark of inspiration come. But the biggest lesson here is this weekend, it's not about loving others, it's about loving yourself. Allow yourself to fall in love with yourself this weekend. Allow yourself to reconnect to your desires this weekend, air signs. And it feels like maybe you've just gotten off the path. Maybe it even feels like you've been focusing on finding this lover or connecting with your lover, and that maybe the biggest problem is if you're having a hard time connecting with your lover right now, air signs, is you're feeling this disconnect, and that's because it's about you. It's not about them or the relationship. It's because that disconnect begins with you. All right. So let's go into ourselves. Let's learn to, just like what Houston said, I believe that, well, she actually said, I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. Let the children's laughter remind you of how it used to be. No, but what did she say? She just said, the greatest love of all is happening to me. Learning to love myself was the greatest love of all. And that's the message here. I think the reason why there may be just a block and disconnect this time is because you have to learn to love yourself first. All right, air signs. If you enjoyed this reading, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe. Come on back next weekend, air signs, so you can see what fabulous costume I'm in. And until I see y'all next time, air signs. Love you so much. It is now time for the water signs. Welcome to my table, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. To begin with, we are going to start this reading out by looking at Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what messages do we have for the water signs for the weekend of October 15th through the 17th? I can't remember what day it ended on. Was it the 17th or the 18th? What are the messages for the water signs for October 15th through the 17th? You've got Hermit. That's funny. Air signs had something very similar to this. Hermit, it says retreat and recharge. Let's see. Hermit. There he is. Hermit. Retreat and recharge. The message is to take the time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and you recharge your energies, water signs. So you are being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over-involvement could impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. So, you know, it says, first of all, water signs, you have been working very hard. In the current situation, you've been giving it all, but what you don't understand is you've been giving so much of your energy that's becoming draining, and it's becoming very detrimental to your own development, okay? You've got to take a step back. You need to retreat. You need to recharge, okay? You have to understand sometimes we can be a little bit too close to a situation, and your over-involvement can actually impede the process, okay? It says if you have something to say or do that could have a large impact on your time, on your life, spend time in deep thought, because a lot of times when we rush in, we didn't give our heart a time to bring the message up to our head and to our throat chakras and to integrate the message our soul is trying to share. So just, you know, spend the time this weekend really alone and in your heart space, and, you know, reaching for that message that your heart is trying to share with you, okay? Go take a nappy nap, water signs. It's a good thing for you. All right, let's go look at your love this weekend. Let's look at the Red Hot Love Oracle. Boy, those birds are loud today, huh? Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, messages, please, for the water signs. What's going on in their love life the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021? What is going on in the water signs' love life this weekend? Good fortune. Look at that. Good fortune. So take the time to spend a little bit of time alone this weekend, retreat and recharge, and know that as you are building your energy back up and you're going within, you are attracting to you not only what you want in your life, but you're also in love, but you're also attracting good fortune. This is a very, very, very prosperous weekend for you, water signs. So let's look at the Modern Witch Tarot. Here we go. Let's see what you should do and don't do. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what should the water signs do and don't do this weekend, please? The weekend of October 15th through the 17th. What should the water signs do and don't do? All right, what is the energy surrounding Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio this weekend? What's going on for the water signs this weekend? Thank you. The Fool. There's Aquarius showing up. So there is fresh new beginnings, fresh new start. You know, the Fool also represents expansive thinking, new ways of thinking. And so that's what they're saying. In order to solve a problem, allow yourself to rest and retreat so that you can come up with fresh new ways of thinking. And also understand that as you retreat, recharge, and refuel yourself this weekend, you allow that expansive thinking to come in. It attracts good fortune, not only for you, but for, it feels like, whomever it is you love. This is just beautiful energy this weekend, water signs. So let's see what you should do and don't do. What should the water signs do this weekend? Page of Swords. Look at that. Aquarius showing up twice. Y'all might be dealing with some Aquarian energy this weekend, water signs. Page of Swords, be open to new ways of thinking. Like I said, there is expansive new ways of thinking coming in. Be open to the paths, to the roads that these new ways of thinking lead you. And so, like I said, sit still, recharge, retreat, allow your heart and soul to speak. Allow your heart and soul to come up into your head and then speak it into existence through your throat. But you got to give it a minute to rise up, okay? And what should the water signs don't do? What's the don't do for this weekend for the water signs? That's way too many. Let's try that again. What's the don't do? What's the don't do for the water signs, please? I love this card. This is the bonus card in this deck. Everything is fine. As you see, it's supposed to be like the Ten of Swords, but what this is saying is don't go around and say, oh, everything is fine. I can keep going. I can keep going. I can keep pushing. I don't need to rest. I don't need to retreat. I don't need to recharge. Everything's fine. I'm totally okay. I've got this. I've got this. Because if you do not retreat and recharge and allow this new expansive energy, these new paths to come to you, you are literally and truly blocking your own good fortune, and it'll be your own fault. You have no one to blame but yourself. Do not sit there and go, oh, everything is fine. Water signs. Listen, I'm married to a water sign, and my best friend of almost 30 years who I live with is water sign. I know about y'all. Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. No, you're not. Now stop it. Tell the truth and go take a damn nap. Okay, water signs? All right, I love y'all so much. If you have enjoyed this, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. Come on back next week, please, water signs. Until I see you again, I love you, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, because now it is time for the fire signs. Welcome to the table, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. We are going to start out by looking at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, what is going on for the fire signs for this weekend, please? The weekend of October 18th, I'm sorry, 15th through the 17th. I'm getting ahead of myself. What is going on the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021 for the fire signs, please, Spirit? What is going on for the fire signs this weekend, October 15th through the 17th? What is the energy the fire signs need to be aware of? You got two cards. You've got Spirit Fox and Broken Arrow. Let's start with Broken Arrow, only because I know exactly where that is in the back of the book. Broken Arrow, fire signs. We have let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. It says if you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the Broken Arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all the darkness. You can now drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Your arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. I like this. Prepare to talk through things and to offer peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or the people involved, because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. So, it says let go of your need to defend yourself, prepare to offer peace because you are safe. And that this situation is coming in, and that the energies of light is coming in. It's helping you to wash away the darkness, and you are safe, and your needs are being honored, and it's important to move forward in a fearless way. Be fearless this weekend, fire signs. But that's y'all. I'm not worried about y'all. I know about y'all. You've got this. All right, Spirit Fox. Spirit Fox. It says, trust your talents in changing times. Stay alert as change is in the air. Well, yeah, we said that we're going to be embracing the energy of peace, and we're letting go of our defensiveness, and we're welcoming in a new energy of peace and light and calmness. And so change is definitely in the air. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, even if it's a change that you might want, it's something that you maybe even have prayed for. Change can be scary because we have to leave the thing that's familiar. Even if the thing that's familiar is not what we want, we still have to leave behind what we know for something that's unknown, and that can be kind of scary. It can be uncomfortable, okay? And so you are equipped with all that you need to survive the shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces that you have never encountered before. And this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you. Just like this said, the experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you. And you are being invited to come out of your den and to reveal your glory and your talents. Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best that you can be in these changing times. So really, I mean, you're going through some big, big changes. Know that you were safe. Know that you were protected. Know that this is a energy of peace, and that you're being presented with opportunities to reach for spaces that you have never found. And and even like when it's something you've really been wanting, it can still be so scary. Take a deep breath, girl. You got this. You got this. Okay? All right, fire signs. Let's see what's going on with you with love. We are going to look at the Red Hot Love Tarot. Here we go. Angels, ancestors, guardians, gods. Messages, please, for the fire signs. What can Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo expect when it comes to love the weekend of October 15th through the 17th? So, all sorts of craziness happening. All right, we've got separation and communication. So there could be, there's two things I hear right off the bat here. The first thing is some of you are thinking about a separation. This could be what this broken arrow is. You may have gone already through the separation, and now you're on the other side of that separation, and you're really focusing on the energy of peace. But for some of you though, this is definitely a separation is coming. This may be the weekend where you initiate this separation, or where the separation goes, actually happens and moves forward. Understand that this broken arrow brings you peace and keeps you safe. And just like the Spirit Fox said, there are going to be changing times. This is what separation could also be. Now, this is about love and relationships. Separation doesn't always have to be a actual breakup. It could be a physical separation, like one of you could be going out of town for the weekend. You could be temporarily separated. But understand that even a temporary situation, like I was a military wife for many years. My husband went to Afghanistan for seven times. And every time he was separated, I had, really to find my own inner peace, and I had to trust my own talents during those times. So this separation doesn't have to necessarily mean you break it up. It could just be that there's a separation. But this is very important that you have very good communication skills. It said right here under broken arrow, it said, go back to the page. It said, prepare to talk things through and offer peace that you would like to enjoy. Prepare to talk things through and prepare to offer peace that you would like to enjoy. And that's what this communication is. Whatever the separation is, whether you are actually physically breaking up, you're divorcing, you're moving out, or you're just going on a business trip, or you may even have a disagreement philosophically about important things. This is the weekend to really talk things through, and know that this is not the weekend that you're going to immediately go into that fire like us fire signs like to do, where it's hard to control ourselves and hold our composure. This is the weekend where you've really got peace and your ability to trust yourself coming forward. So no matter what kind of relationship this situation is, the separation is, this is a very big weekend to navigate good communication skills and to know that your needs are going to be met. And so to just step forward lovingly and trust that you are being guided and supported in all matters regarding your relationship this weekend, fire signs, okay? So let's look at the tarot, see what you should do and don't do. Let's look at the Modern Witch Tarot, fire signs. Angels, ancestors, guardians, gods, what is the energy for the fire signs for the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021? What can the fire signs expect this weekend? All right, what is the energy surrounding the fire signs this weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021, please, Spirit? What is this energy? Knight of Wands, there you are, fire signs, Sagittarius showing up. So, I mean, you are definitely, let me close this window. trash van's running. It's getting a little loud outside. This is definitely you pursuing your path. This is you moving in the direction of your desires. And so again, this is about, you know, there could be, if this is a separation, this could be what this is. This could be one of you going one direction. This could be you moving away from your partner. Again, though, this doesn't have to be a breakup. It could be a literal, like one of you is going out of town for the weekend, or it could even be a separation of, honestly, one thing I kind of like here is it says, embrace the energy of peace and trust your talents in changing times. This separation could finally be a separation of cutting away what's separating the two of you, the misunderstandings, the miscommunications, and that you could be moving towards a better weekend or better communication skills and repairing and healing the relationship, okay? But what is happening is you're really focusing on the direction that you're moving, and you're really focusing on moving in the direction of your desires this weekend. Like I said, changing times and embracing the energy of peace, communication. The other thing about the Nine of Wands is this is kind of a sexy card. So you could have kind of sexy, fun weekend. And this looks like it could be a very exciting weekend for you, fire signs. So let's see what you should do and don't do. What should fire signs do this weekend, please? Spirit. It's way too many cards. What should fire signs do, please, this weekend, Spirit? What should fire signs do, please, this weekend, Spirit? One card, please. Just one card, please, Spirit. What should fire signs do this weekend? One card, please. There. Oh, come on now. Just one card. There we go. Page of Cups. Be on the lookout for an unexpected surprise coming your way. Like I said, embrace the energy of peace. Know that everything that's coming your way is coming for you. Everything that's happening this weekend is happening for you, not to you. So say yes and accept whatever is offered your way. This is a very important weekend. Just say yes this weekend. Don't say no. If you say no, you're telling the universe, you're confirming lack to the universe, and the universe is going to give you more lack. Say yes and allow the universe to bring you even more abundant surprises, okay? And what should the fire signs don't do this weekend? What should Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo don't do this weekend? What should the fire signs not do this weekend, please, Spirit? It's way too much. Look, we know y'all are going to get in trouble, so that's pretty normal for us, but we don't need that much advice. Ace of Pentacles, do not sign a contract, do not sign a financial contract, do not spend a lot of money, do not go out and buy something expensive and new this weekend. This weekend, it's not about spending, it's not about retail therapy this weekend, fire signs, okay? The thing is this separation that leads to communication with your loved one is all about healing this broken. You see the broken arrow. This is separation, the broken arrow, and healing it through changing times by using your own talent and tapping into the energy of peace and figuring out what is your desire and how can you get there, okay? So this is not the weekend to start something new. Do not start new things, especially don't go looking for a new job. Don't go buying expensive things. Keep your money in your pocket this weekend. Allow the universe to give to you. Allow yourself to receive. Do not be a giver this weekend. The Lord loves a cheerful giver, but the Lord also loves a cheerful receiver. So a cheerful giver and receiver, do not be the giver this weekend. Receive. All right, fire signs. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. Come on back next weekend. Please, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, because now it is time for our earth signs. Welcome to my table, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Up first, we are going to look at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Here we go. Angels, Ancestors, Guardians, and Guides. What is the energy surrounding the earth signs for the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021? What can Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo expect this weekend? Please, Spirit. You've got the Mirror Guardian and the Fire Guardian. Actually, air signs got the Fire Guardian as well. So let's just drop right into that Fire Guardian. The Fire Guardian says, ignite your passions. And this is the weekend. What this means, Earth signs, this is a time to turn up that flame within you, whether it's the flame of desire for yourself, or whether it's the flame of desire for someone else. These are the things that you desire. You need to go after it this weekend. Connect with your desires. The spark could lead to something beautiful. Fire is an energy that many people are afraid of, but they should be. Burning desire can lead to great expansion. Allow the fire guardian to help awaken a wilder side of yourself and burn away any fear or shame that stands between you and your desires. When this card appears, you are reminded that passion is powerful and absolutely encouraged by spirit. And then you have the mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. Take some time to reflect on the strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. So it says the mirror guardian is looking into the mirror of life, and she invites you to witness your spiritual strength and your beauty, to see yourself as the angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within, and the mirror guardian helps you to recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. So it says take some time to take inventory of your life, to take note of all of your recent experiences, the challenges that you've overcome, the strength that you have developed, the lessons that you have learned. They want you to reflect on your strengths, particularly those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that you can give yourself credit. When you are able to give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. So this is the time to kind of reflect back, look at, how did I like the way they put this? It says, take the time to note your challenges, your strengths, and the lessons that you have learned. And then take those lessons that you have learned and those challenges that you have overcome, and use those to then ignite your passions. What lessons have you learned? How have you gotten stronger? Use those lessons and those strengths now to ignite your passion. It feels like maybe you're just, Earth signs, if I was to ask you right now, what are you most passionate about? If you can't answer that right off the top of your head, then how do you know what your path is? How do you know that you're on the right path? How do you know you're following the right path? Because your path that you're on is the path that is your highest desire, okay? So it's time to look back and reflect. Look at the lessons you've recently learned, the challenges you've overcome, and the strengths that you have grown, and figure out how to integrate those into the path of your highest calling and desire. Come on now. Focus. There we go. So this is a very important message this weekend, Earth signs. All right. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, let's look at your romance this weekend. We're going to look at the Red Hot Romance Oracle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, tell me about the Earth signs this weekend. What's it going to be going on? What's it going to be? What's going to be going on with the Earth signs in their love life the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021? What can Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo expect when it comes to love this weekend? What can Taurus, Capricorn, one card please, one card please, one card. What's happening with my Earth signs this weekend when it comes to love? There we go. Intimacy. I love that card for you because that goes hand in hand with the Fire Guardian. The Fire Guardian also says in the book, if you've been wanting to explore your sexual side, or hang on, let me see exactly what it says. It says, if you have recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that have been preventing you from expressing this true part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual and sexual connection. So this is really a weekend to focus on intimacy with the one you love and allow that passion to grow, not just a sexual connection, but a spiritual connection. Really look at this relationship you have and where can you build and grow intimacy and passion within it, okay? All right, Earth signs, let's see what you should do and don't do this weekend. We're going to look at the Modern Witch Tarot. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides. Messages, please, for the earth signs for the weekend of October 15th through the 17th, 2021. What can Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus expect this weekend? What is the energy surrounding my earth signs? Looky, looky, looky. 9 of Pentacles. Talk about luxury. You know, when we talk about silk sheets, that's very luxurious, right? So this is going to be a very luxurious, passionate, intimate weekend where you get to really take time to reflect on where you are, where you're going, where you're headed, and who you're going there with. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You are going to be reaping what you sow. That's kind of what this mirror guardian is about, taking inventory of your challenges and your lessons and your strengths that you've developed. This is going to be, you're going to reap what you sow. And also, ooh, I mean, this is the card of luxury. So when we think of passion, silk sheets, and intimacy, I mean, you're going to be dripping this weekend and dripping sweat for being sexy and dripping diamonds. Damn. Earth signs. Come on, holla at your girl. I want to hear all about it. All right, let's see what you should do and don't do. What should the earth signs do this weekend? You know, that's funny. I believe air signs got a lot of these same cards. They got Fire Guardian in their this position, and they also got this card right here, the Eight of Swords. This is the card of playing the victim, and in general I would not encourage you to play the victim, but I think what they're saying is that they want you to look at all these places where you see how she's got the blindfold on. They want you to take off that blindfold and take a time to reflect at your life, and where are you playing the victim? Where are you saying that you are the victim that you're really not? That you are responsible, you are accountable. Because if you are claiming to be the victim of something that you're not the victim of, then you're giving away your power, and you can't have passion without power, okay? So it's time to take back your power. Where are you giving away your power by playing the victim? Take off that blindfold. Do take off your blindfold, and do take a time to reflect this weekend. Earth signs. What should earth signs don't do? What's the don't do for earth signs this weekend? What's the don't do for Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus? We've got 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Do not be defensive to your lover. I mean, this is so crazy. Look how crazy this is. Do not be defensive to your lover. Remember what it said about being able, you know, it says to undertake time to reflect. Under Mirror Guardian, it said, hang on one second. It said, let's see, there it is. Mirror Guardian. One more page. It said, here. It says, your angels want you to reflect, which is funny because it says right here, you know, it's about the mirror guard. It says, your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel others have not. Try that sentence again. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. And so I think that's what this is. This is to give yourself credit where other people have not. So, you know, while this is a don't do, it's don't look at them and be like, why can't you see, you know, that I've overcome these challenges? Why can't you see I've learned these lessons? Why can't you see I've grown stronger? Why can't you see that I have moved past being the victim, and I have taken accountability and really, you know, look what all I've accomplished. Look how much I've accomplished. Instead of being like, hey, why can't you see this? Go ahead and don't do that. Instead, toot your own horn. Don't be the one who's arguing with them about why can't you see what I've done. Instead, when you can be the one who can pat yourself on the back and give yourself credit for all your accomplishments, then they will be able to. When you're the one who can walk and be like, look at the garden I've grown, then they're going to be able to look at you. I think the problem is that maybe the intimacy needs to be reestablished because you're not drawing their eyes to you, earth signs. You're not tooting your own horn. You're not getting them to look at you. You need to be like, hey, look at me. Look what I did. I'm so proud of me. And when they look at you and they feel that pride, that intimacy is reestablished. Ooh, my ears are ringing. I'm on to something. All right, Earth signs. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please be sure to give me a big thumbs up, y'all. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Come on back next week. I was almost about to say Earth signs, but Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You knew what I meant to say. Come on back next week. And until I see you again, know how much I love you. I hope you have a beautiful, happy, healthy, safe weekend. And I'll see y'all next weekend.